Hi guys, today in this tutorial we are going to build a list item, as you see here, kind of like email items or any list that you want to do. It doesn't really matter. I can either drag it to the right and I see this animated icon. I can drag it to the left and see this animated icon, and I'm tapping on it to delete this list item. So let's see how beautiful it works, and that is an interactive component. So we're going to see how to make these icons and do this list item. It's not exactly swipe to delete. I mean, I can do it if I want to, that's no problem, but I just wanted to make it a bit more interesting by tapping on this icon and doing it like so. Okay, so let's jump to the file and see how to do this. Let's go here, and the only thing which I brought actually to this tutorial, which I pre-made, is this frame, which actually is very simple. It's just a frame which contains this frame, which contains this letter, and it has a background, and these are just generic it's just a generic text inside this list item, and you see the hour here, and that's it. Very simple, nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. Okay, this is the list item, which I call it front, and we will see how to do that in a sec. And these two icons which I pre-made to this tutorial, very easy icons, just the trash can and the folder icon. Okay, so let's see how to animate them quickly. So this is the trash icon. I will call it start, sorry. Okay, and I'm gonna duplicate that, and I'm just gonna call it by numbers. It's very easy. 1. Okay, so 1, we will place this one like this. Yeah, that's okay. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be like super precise, pixel up or down. That's okay. I'm gonna duplicate it again. Okay, the same frame, and I'm gonna give it here a rotation of, let's say, 5. Yeah, that's okay. And duplicate it again, give this one a rotation of -5. I can work very precise like that, and I'm gonna have it kind of like going back and forth twice. So I'm gonna duplicate this one. I have them ready already, I don't have to make them again, and I'm gonna duplicate this one, and at the end of it I'm gonna duplicate this one. Okay, so we're having these 7 frames which are gonna animate between them in a very easy way, and I will show now. First of all, we are going to select them all together and make them a create component set. We are making it a component with variants. The component is the trash, and these are its variants. Okay, so that's that was quite simple. And now we are animating it. I'm connecting this one to here. It's gonna be after delay. We are working here with this icon with an after delay interaction between all of them. After delay, smart animate 300 milliseconds. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Is out back, which gonna give it a bit of an elastic movement, so I think that's okay. And yeah, after delay 800, I'm gonna give it a 600 milliseconds. That means that the moment we see the icon, it will take 0.6 seconds until the animation is gonna start going, and it comes back here again, waits 0.6 seconds, 600 milliseconds actually, and goes over again. Now here, this is going to be again in after delay, but here I don't want any delay, or maybe, you know what, a very small delay. Let's give it like 100 milliseconds delay, and this is going to be 200 milliseconds. I'm going to have it just in an ease out, and yeah, I need to do a tutorial about easing. I know I said that already a few times and I didn't, but yeah, I mean, soon I will, to explain it better. After delay and with no delay, so that can be 1, it can't be a 0, and here we're gonna go exactly the same way. After delay 1. So that is I think pretty straightforward, nothing complicated there. 1, 200 milliseconds, yes. And now it's gonna come back to here after delay. No, I think I don't want any delay here. Let's see exactly how it goes. We can always fix it. And 200 milliseconds, that's okay. And now this will go back here all the way to the first one, okay, meaning that the trash can here will close and animate to this situation. I mean, the cover of the trash can is going to be placed here, and after delay, let's give it a small delay. I think that's okay. And ease out back, even if it's a short one. Let's give it a 300 milliseconds. Okay, what I do usually to see how it works, let's take a mobile screen and I will place a frame with a color just to see how it works, and we can test it and see that it works okay. Let's give it a fill. Let's give it this fill, and I'm gonna place this one. I'm gonna copy and paste it here. Good. And now I will play this frame and let's see how it works. Let's see the trash can icon. That's too slow, I see. I mean, it animates good, but it's too slow. So we're gonna have to make it shorter. Okay, but it's nice. It animates really nice. Okay, so that's here. Actually, I think I'm gonna make everything just shorter. 200, and this one will be 100. I'm gonna do it really quickly. Sorry, here. That's gonna be 100, and I'm just giving them all 100. And this one is going to be 200. I think that now it's gonna work fine. Let's restart it. Not here. This one, I wanna 1 second. Let me give it a flow so it's not gonna jump all the time between both of them. Flow 1, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's good. Wow, perfect. Okay, so that's nice. We did that really quickly. That is okay. Now we're gonna animate the second one. So that's gonna be the archive action, and the archive, we're gonna give it the same thing. Start. By the way, you're gonna have the link to this file in the description of this tutorial. So anyway, you can take it and you know, just see how it's built. That's no problem. The way I built here, by the way, because I saw a better way to animate it like that, is that this frame, by the way, just pointing it out, I just made it from 2 different parts, which is very easy to do, by the way, because I want to animate it kind of like opening and then a bit closing, so it's easier to do it like that. Okay, these are just 2 shapes going up and down. That's it. It's very easy. And here, by the way, where is the arrow? Oh, the arrow is already outside. I have the arrow placed outside here, and I am reminding you that this frame has a clip content checked. So that means that the arrow is within the frame. It belongs to this frame, but it's outside its borders, so you can't actually see it. This is exactly what I want for right now. Okay, so duplicate that. I'm gonna go the same way, just call it 1. And what I'm gonna do now is, this is built from 2 shapes. It's gonna go, I think, 2 clicks down, or 3 maybe. That's okay. Let's take this one also like that, and this one opens a bit. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's see how it goes and see how it looks. I think it's gonna be just fine. Duplicating this one, and now I want the arrow going down to here. Okay, so this is the way that the arrow animates. And now actually I'm gonna duplicate, you know what, let me see. Yes, I needed to duplicate, I need this one be duplicated again, but the difference is that first of all this is going to be named 3, and here I just gotta place the arrow inside this folder because we don't want it animating back to the top, because right now in this one it's on the top here, and here it's going to be not placed in the way we want it. So I'm going to take the arrow, I'm seeing the Y position, the Y is 22, I'm going to make it here, same thing, select the arrow and give it a 22, so it's inside here. Okay, and now I will create a component set. This is going to be the archive, and I mean the archive icon. And now let's animate them. Prototype, I'm gonna do this with an after delay, same like I did here. Okay, after delay, give it a smart animate. Yeah, I think that's okay. The same actual configurations. I mean, smart animate 200 milliseconds and ease out back. That's okay. And this one is going to be also after delay, smart animate, ease out. I'm gonna give it even a 300 milliseconds because I don't want the arrow to come down like come here too fast. I think that's okay. We'll see, and we can always adjust it easily and quickly. And this one is going to be also an after delay. Here I'm gonna give it a 200 milliseconds. Ease out, I think. Okay, oh, I didn't take care about the delay itself. Let's see. Here I'm gonna give it the same delay, 600 milliseconds. This is gonna be the delay until this animation starts. And from here to here, I want a very small delay, maybe like 100. I think that's okay. And from here to here, I'm gonna give it, let's see how it rolls and we'll decide as we go. And now this one, actually, what I want to do is go back to this one, but without any animation. Why? Because if I will do it with an animation, I will see the arrow, this one I'm reminding you, this one, I will see it animating all the way to the top, and I don't want that. I mean, I just want it to be in this situation and instantly go back to here and have it animated like in a loop, which is going all the time like that, but I don't want to see the arrow animating. You know what? I'll show you. If I will give it a smart animate, let's give it a 300 milliseconds. I think that's okay. We'll see now how it works. Okay, copy, paste here, and let's see what happens now. Nothing happens. Okay, because we need to, yeah, sometimes with interactive component you have to reload it again. I don't know if the restart maybe would have done the work. Okay, and that's it. Oh, why? Let's see what happens. Oh, because I didn't after delay it. It stayed in on click. So you say I see, and no problem, I fix it. Let's give it a 100 after delay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's see what happens now. Restart. Okay, here you see, this is what happens. The arrow animates back to the top. So this is what I didn't want for it to happen. So what I'm gonna do now is here just select instant. Okay, meaning it animates all the way to here and instantly goes back to here. And then I never see this arrow going up again. So that's what you have to do here. Here you see, now we have it perfect. Okay, good. I think it's even too fast, this animation. It's kind of stressing. We need to fix it a bit. Let's here given even a 400. No, that was a no, sorry, from here to here, that's gonna be a 400. I want it even a bit softer, which, let me see. Yeah, that's good. That is much better. By the way, I am giving this one a fill. I'm giving a fill here because I want to cover the arrow when it goes down. So I need some kind of a fill here. I cannot leave it transparent or empty because then it's not going to work properly. It's going to look weird, or to do a different animation, but this is what I wanted here. But anyway, I'm adjusting it like the color that I'm going to do to the background of it, and that's okay, no problem. Okay, so we have these two icons animating, doing their dance here. Great. Okay, done with that. Next, let's now okay, we can leave it here. You know what, never mind. We don't need it. Okay, so let's do this component quickly. Yes, okay, I'm gonna take these ones down and give me some space to work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now actually is I'm gonna duplicate this one. No, not here. Why did you jump all the way? I want you here. Okay, this one, by the way, oh sorry, I do want this color. Okay, no problem. So this one is going to be the back. I need a frame to be at the back of this one and hold the icons inside it. So that's the way I built it. So this is the back, and from this frame actually I'm going to delete all its contents, which I don't need it, and the color of it is going to be this one. Good, so we have it like that. And now what I am going to do is take this one, copy and place it here. Great, and I'm gonna take this one, the first ones, and I'm gonna place it also, sorry, here. Yeah, this is going to be all the way. Okay, let's see that it's just aligned to the middle. Yeah, good. Okay, so we're gonna place them like that, and so far so good. It looks perfect. Okay, now what we are going to do is actually place this one. We're gonna put them one above the other, and the way that we will do that is I'm gonna drag it, hold the space, sorry, I'm gonna place these layers. I'm gonna put the front in top of the back, and I'm gonna drag the back. I'm holding the space bar because I don't want it to become a part of this frame. Okay, so that means that they stayed separated, exactly what we wanted. And I'm gonna select them both and frame them together. Okay, I can right click and frame selection. Okay, so now we're gonna call it list item. Okay, good. So we have a list item, and this list item, if I open it, we have the list item front and list item back. Okay, great. We're gonna call it, by the way, let's call it default. Okay, I'm duplicating it. I'm gonna take one here, and now we are starting to create the different situations that we need, the different variants. Actually, it's not, they are not combined as variants yet, but of course we will. So I'm selecting the front one, and I'm gonna move it here like that. And by the way, to this frame I need to check the clip content, so I'm not gonna see the part which goes out of it. Okay, this one also is going to be in a clip content, so that's one. And by the way, okay, we're going to animate it after we'll make it variants. I'm going to duplicate it again, and this one, the name of it is going to be delete. This one is going to be archive. And this one, of course, I'm gonna select the front and move it like so. Okay, good. So we have these two situations, and now actually we are going to do the last one. sorry, before the last one, I'm going to take this one again. And by the way, I'm not doing it exactly as swipe to delete. We are going to, as I said, to hit the delete icon and then it will delete this item. If we do want a swipe to delete, we just have to make this one to the last one we're going to do here, and then we can just swipe to delete. But I think that this interaction is more interesting. So anyway, you can do it any way that you want. You know what? I will show them both. Okay, so this one goes all the way to here. By the way, if we want to use the the X position, I can just do a minus 375 because the width of this item is exactly the width of this screen size. So it's already going out. And another thing that happens here is that this one is going to go out as well. It goes all the way to here, and this one is going to go all the way to here. So we have, after we tapped on this icon, this is the status that we are getting. This is the state, actually, sorry, that we are getting. Okay, and then the last part is I'm going to duplicate this one, and now I'm giving it actually a 0 height. Okay, we can give it actually 1 pixel height by doing, even if I'll give it here, sorry, the height, if I'll make it as 0, notice that it always leaves 1 pixel height. But if I want it to be a complete 0, by the way, and before I do that, I'm going to connect, because when I make it as 0, I can't actually interact with it. So I'll make it before. Bear with me for now. I'm going to select them all together, and now I'm going to make them create a component set. Sorry, these ones, by the way, this is going to be, let's say, that was a delete, that was an archive, and now this one is, let's call it cleared, and that is deleted. Okay, good. I'm going to select them all together and create a component set, which this is the component list item, and that's all its statuses. So here, the front, we're gonna actually connect it to this one, to this variant, on drag, okay, and smart animate, which 300 milliseconds is okay. The 300 milliseconds is just when I start doing this movement and leave it, it's gonna go back automatically. This is the 300 milliseconds because I can drag it slowly, and the animation is gonna happen at the speed of the way that I'm dragging it. Okay, so that's one. I can take another one from here, another interaction, and do also this one by dragging. Okay, so this is going to be by dragging as well. So when I drag it to the left, it's going to bring me here. When I drag it to the right, it's going to bring me here. Okay, so that's okay. And from this one, from this icon, this will be connected here by tapping on this icon. That's going to be on click for now, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be on tap, basically. So on tap or on click, smart animate, 300 milliseconds. I think it's okay. We will see how it goes. And now from this one to this one, I'm going to do it in an after delay. This is going to be the 0 height, which I'm going to do right now. After delay, 300 milliseconds, even give it a 200 milliseconds. I think we will see how it goes, and we can always adjust it. And I want it, of course, with no delay. And now I'm going back to this one, and I'm going to give this a 0.001. And then the height of it is going to be 0. You see, now it's just 0, actually. It's nothing. Okay, so that is good, and let's rock and roll, see how it goes. Okay, now this is a test drive, so we're gonna duplicate the first one. I'm gonna put here, and I'm gonna duplicate another one of it. I'm gonna connect them both with an auto layout. Okay, I'm hitting the Shift A, or I can just right click and add auto layout, and I'm going to make a, by the way, I didn't make the gray strokes between them. It's not a must, you can add it if you want, that's no problem, but for right now I didn't want that. By the way, I'm not working with a space in the auto layout itself. I will explain why. By the way, I'm going to give it a 0 like that, and now I will duplicate it, let's say a few times. That's okay. As I did there, you can just give it like different letters, and here, yeah, I meant a capital letter like that, and I can give it a different color and just do like so. You get the main idea, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, something like that. That's okay. Yeah, Y is Yariv for my name. Do it like that. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, good. So, by the way, I'll explain why. I mean, the auto layout, as you see, a zero width between zero space between each items. If I do want to make gray strokes between them, then I can, but there's a problem with that, and I'll explain. If I'm giving this auto layout, which is actually a frame, I will give it a color. Let's say give it a gray color like so. And now I will give this auto layout a space of 1 pixel between them. You see, so I'm easily getting these one gray line space between them. But when I'll delete each one of them, so this, the 0 height, it will it will be occupied in this space, and then they will start piling up one below the other, and I'm gonna have not equal spaces between them. So if I do want, this is the reason why I'm not doing it from here. Already from experience, I know that it's like that. Okay, so if I do want, sorry for the hard bumping on my keyboard. I know it sounds kind of like harsh. Anyway, so if I do want, I can add just one gray. You know what, let's, I mean, we can do it. Yeah, I can do it, no problem. Okay, so I can do something like that, give it a width of 375, align it properly, and I can have it like so. I mean, to be actually super precise, I have to actually make it 1 pixel higher. But that's okay. I mean, I can do something like that if I want to, and this divider or separator, let's call it a separator, can be here, and copy. I'm gonna put it here and here, and we don't need it here. That's okay. No, we don't need it here. That's okay. Let's see how it goes anyway. So now we have also the separators between them. Actually, their color is a bit too much, but anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, let's give it a test drive. I didn't do the search bar on the top here, but it doesn't really matter. Let's see if we are in a device. Let's put it in a device and hit the play. Okay, so we have this one, and now we are okay. Problem, what did I do? Let me see. This is on drag and this is not on drag. Oh, it is on drag. Okay, so that's animating here. That should be animating here, and that should be animating here. Why doesn't it work? Oh, yeah, of course, because I didn't connect it back, which I should. Okay, so this is on drag. of course, give it a 300. Yeah, I mean, I should, of course. And this one, yeah, I forgot about this one. Yeah, it's going to be back here, same thing. And now we can do it. And if I drag it here, so we see this beautiful animation. And now, let me see. That should be on drag. Of course, you see, but I'm kind of like debugging myself as I go, which is good. And now, boom, wow, it works perfect. You see, look how beautiful it works. I hit it, boom, it works perfect. Nice. Okay, good. So we have it done. It works perfect. By the way, restarting it. Okay, same thing. I do like that. Hit this one, boom, I got it working. Great. It looks really, really nice. Okay, good. So, by the way, I did say that if I want to, let's duplicate that. And if I want the swipe to delete, by the way, so I can here, let's say that I can, okay, this one is going to here, this one goes to here, and that goes back. Okay, that means that this one, yeah, that means that this one actually, if I drag it a bit and I see this icon, and if I keep on dragging it, I can just bring it here. On drag, yeah, I think it's gonna work fine. Let's do, actually, I mean, this, I'm connecting this one. If I keep on dragging it, so on drag, it's gonna lead to this one, which is gonna minimize it to this one. So let's make another screen. Okay, that's good. And let's give it a flow that we know this is flow 2. I'm gonna copy this one, Control C or Command C on your Mac. I'm gonna select all these items and I just do as paste to replace. That's okay, they all look the same now, but it really doesn't matter. Let's see that it works. Okay, so that's dragging it one time and boom, you see, so I swipe to delete, or I can either do it straight from the first one. So anyway, it works perfect. I mean, it works here, and then we have we just don't have the drag it back. By the way, if I do want, I can do another thing I will show you now. I can take another another one. Yes, I can do another interaction from the whole variant. Actually, I can bring it back here after a delay. Okay, let's say we'll do an after delay, meaning I'll explain. If I drag it to the side and I just leave it after, let's say 3 seconds, maybe it's too much, we will see now, or you know what, 2 seconds, I think. Yeah, 2 seconds, it just goes back to here. Yeah, let's see how it works. I think it's okay. Okay, so I'm dragging it here. We'll wait 2 seconds and oh, you see, it comes back. So that's okay, it works perfect. So either I can wait, it goes back, or either I can drag it all the way and finish the action. So it works perfect. Again, like that, it goes back, then I can drag it here and bring it back here, and then drag it all the way to finish the delete action. Perfect. Okay, so we covered all cases, I think. That's about it, guys. So I hope this tutorial was helpful and that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I would be very happy for your like if you did, and subscribe to my channel, and I am promising for more great tutorials coming up ahead, and you will have a link to this file in the description of this tutorial. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. See you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.